More Tanzanite is sold in the U.S. Virgin Islands than any other place in the Caribbean. And it's a big part of St. Thomas jewelry store's profits.
But we have been selling this stone since last 7-8 years, and it has been selling, you know. It's a hot cake.
But federal investigators are now saying there is a link between this blue stone and Osama bin Laden. According to miners in Tanzania, bin Laden's people have been buying up large quantities of Tanzanite for years. Federal officials are investigating whether bin Laden is using the gemstone to help fund his terrorist activities. Many tourists are shocked at the news. That he's buying up Tanzanite?
I would be very surprised.
I know if there was any connection to bin Laden, would you buy Tanzanite?
Certainly not, no. Nothing at all to do with bin Laden won't be associated with.
No, I would want not. I would not want to profit him,
no.
but I'm hoping he's not going to profit at all shortly. He's going to be done.
Tourists say the cruise lines promote Virgin Island stores that sell Tanzanite.
Tanzanite International, the Tanzanite Store of the Caribbean, you know, and they promote these stores. These people pay to be in this brochure. Right, so I definitely wouldn't buy it.
Some independent jewelry store owners say they are now thinking twice about selling the gem.
Now, in light of this, I think we need to reconsider our options and do we need to carry the stone? Do we need to support this organization? Me as an individual, I think I'm gonna, for my store personally, I think I'm gonna cut down on the Tanzanite use just because of what's in light now.
I wouldn't sell anymore if it is connected with him.
But those stores specializing in Tanzanite say they are not worried because Tanzanite is what the tourists want.
They're continuing to ask for it.
Continue to ask and continue to buy, which is good for us. Like I believe if he does have any his hands in the stones, they're for personal investments. Just like most people would buy stones for personal investments.
If there were a connection to Tanzanite established, it would hurt a lot of Tanzanite stores here in downtown St. Thomas. A lot of jewelry customers I spoke to said if there's a direct connection to bin Laden established, they will not buy Tanzanite anymore. Michael Burton, Fox News, St. Thomas. There's a new high-tech toy in the U.S. Virgin Islands, and it's got locals and tourists alike bobbing around like bobbleheads among the colorful Caribbean fish. The new underwater moped is called Bob.
Acronym for Breathing Observation Bubble, and it's a underwater scooter, better known as, and it allows folks who otherwise would not go underwater, who are not certified divers, to experience the underwater environment.
It's always been very famous in the European market, but most of the Americans and the people doing the Caribbean tours aren't familiar with Bob, so they're having a thrill of a time. This is where you're dry. From here up, you just breathe normally.
It's like 33.
The submersible uses a 12-volt battery as power and compressed air that pumps into a large bubble over the rider's head, so riders don't have to worry about strapping on scuba gear. Okay, I'm gonna start steering. How do you steer? But as this reporter found out, it's a lot easier to maneuver the scooter under the water than above.
The divers down below are always looking at each other as well as the bobbers. Yeah. And the rule on this ship is, Sam, what do you never do?
Never ever take your eyes off the box.
There you go. There you
I'm a diver, so I expected that it would be a little less exhilarating, but in fact it was a lot of fun.
It's like riding a motor scooter underwater.
It was like being in a little big bubble and just floating around in the water in a big bubble.
You don't have to worry about swimming because you're on a motorized sled and you just go around, and I'd do it again. It's just a lot of fun.
Oh, pretty cool. I finally understand what it's like to be my goldfish in the aquarium.
Michael Burton, News 2, St. Thomas.
This condition